Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS-Inform. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Thank you for joining us. We are at the Perry County 4-H Fairgrounds, and Friday night is the opening of the Perry County 4-H Fair, so it starts tonight and runs through Monday. We're going to be talking with Cathy Boerste. She is the Youth Educator for Perry County through Purdue Extension. And Cathy, it's a great night to get things going for Perry County as the fair gets started tonight and runs through Sunday. What are some of the highlights for the fair?
Well, we're here through Monday. Through Monday night, and there's something exciting going on every day. Our building opened at noon, and so we have our exhibits inside the building, and we'd love to have people come check out. We have lots of animals in the barn, so there's live entertainment every evening of the fair, so there's something to interest everybody during our fair.
And tonight's the pool? Is that right? Friday night is the pool?
Yes.
Okay, and that's a big event for a lot of people who like the noise
Sure.
and the dirt and the mud and the fun.
That's right.
But the 4-H fair is really a way to exhibit the work that 4-Hers have done. But not just this past week, although many of them put their projects together here in the last week, but really this is something they're doing all year round.
You're right. And 4-H, that's something that a lot of people just think that it's a summertime event. But 4-H is actually a year-round event. We start enrolling in 4-H on October the 1st, and our 4-Hers start doing projects. They do club meetings, and that's where a lot of the learning takes place, is in their club meetings and the activities that they do there. So they run year-round, and then the culmination is right now at the fair.
Now, while some people do put their projects together at the last minute, a lot of these projects require you to be doing things from January, February, March. If you've got livestock, you got to be checking them in early. I need to be checked out, things like that.
Most certainly, yes. It's not something that can just be put together at the last minute, although that's what some people might think. But it is a year's worth of work that goes on exhibit for a few days.
And the thing is, while it's work, it's fun learning for these kids, isn't it?
It most certainly is. And this is really just the tip of the iceberg. It's a very pretty tip of the iceberg, but there's so much more that goes on. The youth skill development that happens in the club meetings and through the activities that they do. We have 4-H trips. So there's so much that they learn that helps them be well-rounded adults and prepares them for the future.
And leadership skills. There's even camps, isn't there, that teach kids leadership skills for 4-H?
Right. We teach you leadership skills through everything that we do through 4-H. And we teach some of the soft skills that employers are now saying that some of their employees or potential employees are missing. That's one of our hallmarks, and something that we have done well for years is we develop good communication skills, responsibility, time management, and that just makes a good employee no matter what kind of field of work a person may go into.
And you also get kids to try things maybe they've never thought they would do. I know that you can lease a horse, for instance. You don't necessarily have to own a horse, but you can lease it from somebody. Then those kids learn how to handle horses.
Exactly. And even some of our other livestock. We have youth that live in town, in apartments, in any kind of living situation. It's not just country kids. In fact, most of our 4-Hers are not country kids. But if someone wants to study about livestock, they don't have to live somewhere where they can have them. They can study about pigs and horses and cattle, and we have poster exhibits and other ways that they can exhibit without having a live animal. But for folks who want to have a live animal and they don't have a lot of space, we have rabbits and chickens, and we also have pet projects, dogs and cats, so those are all very popular as well.
No matter what the interest, there's a project in 4-H.
Exactly.
And you started something new, really, I guess, all throughout Indiana, the Spark clubs. What are Spark clubs as opposed to regular clubs?
Well, Spark clubs have a single focus. It's 6 hours or more focused on one particular topic. For example, this year we had one on pet care. So it was to teach young people how to care for cats and dogs, and we had a veterinarian come in and show them some basic health tips. We did animal science. We had knitting, we've had sewing, we've just had a variety of different special interests. So a young person can do just one Spark Club, and that's their 4-H experience, or they can do a series of Spark Clubs, or they can do Spark Clubs and our 4-H club work.
Because you probably have a little bit of mix of both, some that are never in 4-H, or some that are in 4-H, and this is what they do. But they do the Spark Club without a huge commitment of time.
Exactly, and that's what we hope to be able to interest youth that don't have the time to be able to put year-round emphasis on 4-H. So they just want to spend about 6 hours learning about a particular topic, and then if they want to learn about a different topic, they can enroll in another Spark Club. And the great thing about it is it's one enrollment fee, covers all, no matter how many Spark Clubs or whether they're in the year-round program, it's one enrollment fee, takes care of that for the year.
Now, let's talk about the 4-H clubs in Perry County. How many are there?
We have about a dozen different clubs.
Great.
And they meet all over the county. And they meet at a variety of different times. So some of our members, most of our members, will join a club that's very close to where they live. And we have a couple of them that meet at Perry Central School, so the kids can be right there after school. We have an after-school program at William Tell Elementary that just started this year. So there's something to kind of fit everybody's schedule. So some of our 4-Hers, maybe the club closest to them is meeting on a night of the week when they have ball games or something else, so they pick a different club in another community, and that's perfectly fine too.
And this is, what you're doing is not unique. I mean, you're doing good things, but really every county has a great 4-H programs, and folks should just contact their extension office to find out how to get more involved in 4-H.
That's one of the great things about Indiana is that we have an extension office in all 92 counties, and that's not true in every state. So we are very fortunate that through the Purdue University system that we are able to have a 4-H program in every county.
Now, one final thing to talk about is the importance of 4-H. Not to the kids, not to the parents, but what is the importance of 4-H to the community?
Well, it's building our future leaders, and it's building a great workforce of responsible young adults that will be able to come and contribute throughout their life to this community if they stay in Perry County or whatever community throughout the world that they choose to live in. We're building the future. So it's a great asset to the county to have a strong 4-H program.
How are you on adult volunteers? I'm sure you need adults to chaperone, to be leaders in the club, to help with the fairgrounds.
We have some wonderful long-term volunteers. We have some new volunteers, but our program is only limited by the number of volunteers that we have. So we would love to see more adults who would like to get involved with students, especially in our Spark Clubs. So some adults that want to just donate 6 hours and they have one particular area of interest, we'd love for them to share that with young people. All they need to do is contact the Purdue Extension Office in Perry County, and I'll be glad to tell them how to get involved.
You'll set them up.
I certainly will.
Well, good luck with this weekend's fair, which is tonight, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Anything that you'd like to add about coming to the Perry County Fair?
Well, thanks to the donors that we have, we are able to offer a free gate every night except Friday night. So there's really no reason why people can't come up and check us out.
That is
and
great.
Friday night, the admission's only $7, so it's well worth to come up.
Okay, help out the 4-H club and come and enjoy the great food that you have as well.
Yes.
We want to point that out, that it's 4-H clubs that are working the booths that sell food.
And that's where we may be a little bit different than some other fairs. We are a 4-H fair, so our clubs, our booths, everything is 4-H oriented. 4-H clubs that are doing this, and that's their fundraisers for the year. We don't have a carnival. But we think we have a lot of good, wholesome family fun that we won't even miss the carnival because of all the other things that we have to do here.
Well, and little kids always like seeing the animals.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, Cathy, thank you very much for talking with us.
Well, thank you for coming.
Our guest has been Cathy Boerste. She is the Youth Development Director here for the Purdue Extension in Perry County. A great fairgrounds for you to come and enjoy. The fair starts tonight, Friday, runs Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Thanks to Cathy Boerste, and thanks to all the folks in 4-H who have been helping us to bring you these reports on the TV station, WJTS-TV. We are local people watching local people.